If you're ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Holy shit! Okay. I'm so nervous. Several cutscenes and a battle with checkpoints. Holy shit. Okay.
Ilsabad, divided in twain by a vast mountain range.
Is that a
Those
lunar
who would
whale?
traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
I love that he narrates this so much. I'm ready to see him again. I'm so nervous. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I'm so excited.
On the
Holy
outskirts
shit.
of the imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius. The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
I'm so excited.
We've received
Look
word
at her
from
armor.
Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Let's do it.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War.
And now they're working
Yet
together.
now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Huh.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
Yeah.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
I love his voice.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid.
Did we bring
Direct confrontation
corpses?
is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Riya's go. Oh my god.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Arun really didn't listen and is still, like, wearing shorts. I'm not surprised.
As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Just tell me where to be and I'll be there. Oh my gosh. I love everybody's different outfits, though, that they get because it's cold. It's interesting to see Urianger back in that robe. Okay. Meanwhile, oh god. Oh, look at his outfit!
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Miss Stoller always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks.
Look at him.
All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I
Alright.
will relay
That's
messages
a cute
back and forth
bunny.
as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
He's certain.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Wait, Thancred Oh, I'm
Very
getting
well.
scared. Oh my god,
I
I'm
wish you the
scared.
best of luck.
Oh my god, I don't have a good feeling now. Oh no. I don't know if I like this. He'll be fine, he'll be fine. Yay! Oh my god, yes! That's awesome! Okay. Okay, so this is just my 1, 2, 3 combo. Okay. Okay, so it's like sneak. While hidden, delivers an attack. Oh, when the target's magic weaponry or guard dog delivers an attack with a potency of 100. While under the effect of swift deception, and throws a bomb that confuses the system, advertising the episode effect on Imperial Social. Okay. Assuming there's nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you are ready. Okay, hold on. Can I talk to you all? Nope. Okay. That's fine. But I do want to, in that case, what about mission exclusive actions? Okay. I'm nervous. I think I'm definitely gonna fail this. Alright, let's go. Are you ready? Yes.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Oh, this is cool. What? Oh my god. Okay, so it oh my god, can this thing see me from there? This version of Toy from the Heavens place right here! Oh my god! This is so cool! What? Oh god. Oh no.
Seven hells.
Dang it. This is so cool, what? Oh god, please don't see me, please don't see me, please don't see me. Okay, so the dog is right there. I still want to go and incapacitate that other one because I'm a little... I don't want him to be around just in case, you know? Okay. Oh god, I don't have much longer. Oh god, oh god. Okay, perfect. So that hides me from Magitech as well, right? Oh! No! Okay. I mean, it did, like, for, like, come here. Okay. Okay, we've got a tempered Imperial over here, so let's grab him or her. Oh, a hiding place. Interesting. What do I do with that?
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned.
Oh, cool. This is really cool.
Head to the control tower. It should be to the northwest.
This is really cool.
Have the
What?
others wait at the rendezvous point.
Oh my gosh, I cannot get over how cool this is.
Damn, spotted.
Get over here. God damn it, this fucking thing is gonna see me. Oh my god, this is so scary. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, control terminal is right here. I have to be really careful. Oh, good! Oh my god, that makes everything so much easier. Did I do it? Oh my god. I'm not very good at stealth missions. Did I do it?
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
Yay!
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
This is so good. At the rear of the Ilsbar contingent supply caravan. Is that us? Is that me? Oh my gosh, look at the mountains in the sky. They look so pretty. Yep. Me and Allie say.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now. If they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be alright, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Yes! It's playing this music!
Oi, oi. Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Even if I'm a little too quiet for now. I just love this music so much.
Fighters! Protect the others!
My new gravity! And new Malefic? Oh my god, cool.
A brief respite, but stay alert.
They really heard me say that I hated him and was like, let's make us really like Arun Senna.
What impeccable timing! Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
Oh my god. God, this song is too good. What the heck? I've ran Tower of Zot like 10 times because I just wanted to like keep listening to the music. And because it's a good dungeon. And for like leveling and stuff. Wait, why? I guess I didn't count it as in a battle yet.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
Up here? Okay, yeah.
We're the only ones still struggling. Time we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for a good scrap.
But what do you mean stop it in its tracks? I couldn't. No, give me Lord! Fuck! Let's hope for a Lord of Crowns. That's alright, though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Crescent Moon. No! Rip.
You lot alright back there? We're fine. I'm ready for more.
I'm so glad they fixed, like, because I remember in, like, A Realm Reborn, my AoE heals didn't heal the other people. Graha! Oh my god, look at you! Is that the rebel coat? Head to the front line. Oh, okay. He said something, but I missed it. Something about cracking skulls, I think. Meanwhile, on the front line, let's go. What did Urianger just use? You stole what you're called!
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time.
You're in trouble,
The
Estinian.
trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
He is getting scolded by Mommy. She looks really nice in that new coat.
That I did.
Yes, it's so good to see her doing monk things again. Oh.
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them.
I'm here!
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Ooh, that was cool.
There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
Let's go.
We have them now. Forward!
Oops. Come on, Lord of Crowns, Lord of Crowns. Yeah. Oops.
Right! Let them have it!
That has a big range.
As a raging bull!
What is he doing? What did you just do, Pippin?
Do not fall behind!
No. That was really, really nice how they all like branched out like that.
Is everyone all right?
Keep the war machines at bay. Oh. Wow, that was really nice timing on the star. At this rate, no, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Oh my god! Lansadu a hand, okay. Lord, 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 yes!
Tremble before the sun!
Yes! It's so nice when that's on your side. Yeah! You did it. It's very nice when that's not being used against you. Sadu, you badass.
A worthy adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death.
Sadu Hatun.
Did he think she
That
was
was the
coming
last of
back?
them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades.
Oh my god.
And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
That is ominous. Meanwhile?
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
Your Emperor Solus.
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
Is that an aetheryte?
The chosen forsaken.
Holy shit, we are here.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution.
Single-handedly, perhaps because he was an Asian. I'm just saying.
How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Holy
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
So we're calling this the broken glass? Look at that aetheryte! Are you gonna let me attune to it? Or... Oh god, and it's raining. Christ, the weather here sucks! Wow, there's a Moogle, Amanda, a junk monger. Oh, do you have any? Oh. I knew we'd find the capital in a bit of a poor state. What with the aftermath of the Civil War and a veritable army of darkness skulking about. But this is just ridiculous. No one said anything about automated war machina stalking the ruins. Mind you, if anyone's brave enough to take them on, they should serve as a decent source of spare parts and whatnot. The machinists will be chuffed to bits. It's so wild that I could just cast that whenever now. Not whenever, but like... Shouldn't be long before we have a half-decent camp with so many helping hands. I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress, but our Ishgardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. I mean, it's also raining though, so there's snow and rain, and that's not good. That's gonna be really cold. We must remain as mobile as we are able in such temperatures as these. I fear that if we stand still for too long, the ice and snow may freeze our very bones. Especially with the rain, I'm telling you. Sorry, I'm feeling rather unwell. Y'shtola, what's the matter? Is she okay? I don't like that. Oh, okay, so what did I get this for? In spite of the obstacles we've faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss the course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Y'shtola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alize and I will meet you there. Y'shtola doesn't feel good, though. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head has cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Okay, that does not bode well. Fucking hell. Oh, dang it. That means Graha probably had other dialogue, too, that I missed. It's not only the tempered that need care. A fair few of our own were wounded on the Magna Glacies. If only we hadn't needed to defend... Oh, it's Glacius, huh? Glacius. If only we hadn't needed to defend the supply caravan, a lot more of us could have joined the front line. We were fine. Between guarding our supplies and keeping an eye on the tempered as they undergo treatment, we're certainly kept busy. Greetings, Second Serpent Lieutenant Bree. If you wish to know aught of the current situation, you've come to the right person. Tell me about yourself. The name's Rochilda of the Alamegan Resistance. When I was offered a place in the Ilsabard contingent, I leapt at the opportunity. If you're wondering why I'd be so eager to aid the people of Garlemald, the reason is simple. Like the rest of Girabania, my hometown, a waypoint oft used by travelers, was under occupation. Times were hard, but they could have been a lot worse if not for one particular Imperial. Although his fellow soldiers were quick to dish out a beating, he stood up for the townspeople, without regard for his own reputation and safety. Thanks to him, my family made it to the end of the war more or less unscathed. And this is my way of returning the favor. What kind of place is this? This camp takes its name from the ice covering the ground that cracks whenever you step on it, much like breaking glass. To think that the Garleans made their home in this blasted wasteland all those years ago, and not only live, but thrive, it's given me a newfound appreciation for their hardiness and determination to survive against the odds. God, there's a lot of people to talk to. It's not only thieves we need to watch for, but wild creatures and the like. The smell from our cookpots draws them in, you see. I keep getting horses. Gods, this place is cold. We have our share of chilly nights on the steppe, but I've never experienced anything like this before. They warned us all. Many of us took quite a beating on the Magna Glacius, but we all helped each other hobble through the snow and wind, sparing nary a thought for which delegation we each belonged to. From now, we're all firm comrades through thick and thin. You're goddamn right. I'm the quartermaster here. It's my job to make sure the camp remains both well supplied and well maintained. I appreciate you doing that. We have come too far, risked too much to worry solely about our own hides, for there is so much more at stake. Oh, is this where we're all meeting? I can see everybody in there. I don't know if that's actually where we're all meeting. We finally managed to set up camp after marching through all that snow. I hope that whoever lived here doesn't mind us using the buildings for shelter. I'm sure they don't. I'd rather walk, thanks. Oh my goodness, hi. Hell's bells, this place is bloody freezing. Rather be tied to the topmast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone what can spare a swig of rum? That'll sort me right out. The tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to all eventually. Once everything is in place, we will discuss our next move. This is all that remains of Laterum. Homes become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital. We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we are discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location. Rabban taught me a lot about military strategy during exercises in the fringes, coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice. Virgilia is in our care along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, glory to Garlemald, they still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Look, we all wore our clothes. I love it. I don't know any of you, but thanks for twinning. We Domans owe our freedom to our Eorzean allies, and I was one of many to volunteer for this endeavor. We will be glad to lend our assistance wherever it is needed. You'll be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I will make my way there. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I really like that top on her.
If I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a porxie of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Estinian, of course.
Understood.
Chilling,
The machinist
chilling
will
over
assist
by the
them in the
wall.
repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telothroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
I love them so much.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service.
He's so
Though I doubt that you of
cute.
all people need rely on my tricks.
Jesus, this chair.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Oh wait, no I don't. If there are any survivors, we will surely find them.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Okay, but I really like Y'shtola's top. There's this odd perception that Ishgardians have lived their whole lives in the snow, but it really wasn't that bad before the calamity, and afterwards, well, I was rarely more than a few paces from a raging fire. What is this right here? There's a fire right here. This dreadful place, on the other hand, is nothing but cold, 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 and it's my understanding that Ilsabard has always been this way. Gods, can you imagine? I've never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. So, it's into the Eblan Rime we go, but where do we even start looking in such a place? Milling about aimlessly. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather a tall order. Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblan Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. God, that is menacing. The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation, though. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now that the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. Oh. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow? Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Ah, no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see o'er yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree, it looks like she's running away from something, though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed! Wow, you're not quite as big of an asshole as you used to be. Good for you, Emmanueline. I'm proud of you. I love how fluffy and woolly these are. What the fuck is that thing? That looks like the thing we fight in like one of the level 80 dungeons, I think. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. Dang, I should have talked to Allie and Alfie before that. I thought about it, but I was like, no, I can talk to them after. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? I got you. This place. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from the distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Okay. Sneaky quest. For fuck's sake. God damn it! I'm just afraid if I wait too long, I won't be able to approach her, because like it says to approach her. You know what I mean? That was not a good idea. I fucked it up again. Okay, alright. I don't understand the point of the cone thing in front of her if it's not actually, like, indicative of, like, how far and where she's looking, I guess. You think if I jump up, she'll see me? No, nobody is there. I must be imagining things. Yeah, definitely. I hate these quests. I hate them. Better catch my breath. Do I try to approach her then? I don't understand. Those beasts spot me, I'm done for. Well, I'm not a beast. Oh my god, I don't understand. Why is it telling me to approach her then? I guess I'm not supposed to approach her. I should just follow her. They're all depending on you. Who? Are you fucking kidding me? This is taking me like 20 minutes. And I'm like the only one. All those other people who I was doing it with did fine and they're not still doing it, so I'm an idiot. It's fine. I'm just gonna tell myself that they were doing it for a while before I showed up. You know what I mean? Okay, I really did just need to like follow her here. I really thought it wanted me to like try to approach her like on the way because it says approach the girl. Phew, still in one piece. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alfino. This is my sister Alize and our good friend Tenacious. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telophoroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them all of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telophoroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question, ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled, as far as my legs would take me. Do you have any family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up, I figured. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. Aww. Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, yes, do as you will. I feel like she acted a little suspiciously just now. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Before the Civil War, I was a student. The others were officials of some sort, I think. Even after all this time together, we hardly know the first thing about each other. What I do know is this. We are Garleans. When times are hard, we stick together no matter what. What is this music? What they need most is a decent meal. We've food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. All's well, with food in my belly and a song in my heart. I can feel my fingers again. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Emaneline's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? Yes. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying, but tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened, it's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Ingens is full of the stuff for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Oops. All is well, yes, never better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poisoned by any chance? No. Ha ha ha, 'twas a joke, ha ha ha, ha ha. Ah, if I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fall. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash, as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. You're being awful mean to yourself. What do you want? A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by other, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, so sourced from Locus Amoenus it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim... Sorry, I was listening. An ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amoenus. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. Bum, 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 bum. It was a cunning strategy faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. You know, if this were any other game, I would look at this guy and be like, dude, Varus is definitely dead. Like, I watched him get killed, but like... Xenos basically decapitated himself and he is still alive, so, I mean, I can't. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. I have faith you will deliver us from this madness, Euradius. By your grace, shall Garlemald be reborn? If there's something that can be said for Lord Amanalain, he's not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Kurthis, I'm sure he is more aware than most of its dangers, but I sense that is not the only reason. Ever since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brothers have afforded us has been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmont. Oops. Many of our ancestors succumbed to the bitter cold when first they came to these lands, much as we are now, but with discipline and order, any obstacle can be overcome. When every man knows his duty and is held to account... if he shirks it, without a hierarchy, this is what we are reduced to. If you listen very, very carefully, you can hear it. The sound of my stomach eating itself. Would that it could devour my soul. Man, this guy is just... he's given up. What they need most is a decent meal. We could... Yep, okay. You read that. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Virgilius' troops heading towards the Magnus Glacius a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacius? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships. Then there might be a way to... Lysania. Where is everyone? Is something the matter? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasi has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. And that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. You'd best watch out for baby Almasties while we're away. Ah, yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. I wonder if the person in here is that blue-haired person. I'm not sure what else the tappers might need besides provisions, though I dare say that capable fighters like yourself can offer them other forms of compensation, culling dangerous beasts, that sort of thing. Burly Tapper. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over at Victor's Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot and now the capital's got a shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate? I know your game, Sellsword. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, they've got another think coming. Oh. Am I dead yet? It's okay, buddy. Oh. We're not just gonna, like, kill all these people. I mean, hopefully those people back there are, like, dead, right? There you are. Alize. Just after you left, Lysania asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I've a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Who are you? What happened to the guards? I kicked their asses because they decided to fight me. Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Garabania, Yansha, Bosja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of An, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in New Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ah, wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later, and though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent that we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good? If you're wondering why we'd post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees, and I don't mean the ones at Victor's Spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons and won't take no for an answer. As for the 2 guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them what we've discussed. Once they've recovered from the beating you gave them, come to think of it, maybe we should ask your contingent to send some bandages and healing balm. Regardless of what the Ilsebard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. The fire we built at Victor's Spoils won't last forever, and it's too dangerous for Lysania and the others to search for more kindling. If we can get them some ceruleum, that'll be one less thing for them to worry about, for a time at least. It's amenable to making a deal. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's Spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help, they must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Lysania's got her little sister to think about. A sister, but we only saw Lysania and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. I don't know the details, but she mentioned a sister 3 years her junior who's in poor health. That being the case, I thought her people would be willing to cough up some supplies in exchange for ceruleum. But maybe they didn't have anything after all. They really, I don't think, have anything. Come here from across the ice fields, did you? Then we better hope you weren't followed by any of them crazed soldiers, or we're done for. Tell me about yourself. Like the others here, I took to living in the caves to get away from the chaos in the city. These days, I scrape by on what I can find or by trading ceruleum with the other survivors. Thing is, most of us shouldn't even be here in the first place. We was dragged to Garlemald against our will from the provinces and forced to do hard labor. Then when everyone else lost their minds, we took our chance and scarpered. Much as I hate to admit it, the skills we learned from extracting and processing ceruleum for the Garleans are what's kept us alive out here. One thing's for certain, though, we can't carry on like this forever. What kind of place is this? You've seen what's happened to the capital, haven't you? We came here to get away from all that, and this is the safest place we could find. We've come to call it Tapper's Den because we survived by extracting, or tapping as we call it, the ceruleum from the lake. We either burn it to stay warm or trade it for goods with other refugees. How the bloody hells did you find us here, and who are you? Everything's fine, calm down. I wonder about this, though. Maybe it's like an underground thing. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alfino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Oh, this is not good. I don't have a good feeling. Something is wrong. Oh, flip. Okay, okay. Okay, maybe it's all fine. Damn it. Damn it all. They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me, caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are, waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help? What rot, all a ploy to make us lower our guard, let you in, put yourselves at our mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles on a bed that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot! Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you! God, you're an idiot. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries, and theirs. I will join you in the search after. All right, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Fuck. Rob us of our lands, rob us of our pride. No, no, I'll not allow it. Better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls would say the same. I will follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take the men inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest, and ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do. Ugh, for fuck's sake. This is a shit show. We're just trying to help! Two sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Please don't make me do another one of the, like, following quests. Oh my god, how obnoxious. Alright, I'll be right there, Alize. Just gotta get my car started. Did you want to ride? No? Alright, girl, suit yourself. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alfino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. This is a wide berth for us to be looking for clues. Oh, I see something though. Half buried something of paper. Piece of paper. The wet paper, half buried in the snow, appears to be a flyer for a theater group. Though the run of shows advertised has long since ended. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's... Oh my god. Can you give me a horse or something? Midgard Sormer. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. These people are making me really not want to help them. Fresh blood. Oh, fuck. That's not good. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Are you kidding me? I am all the way over here. Leave me alone. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Oh my god. Are they... Oh my god, they're both really hurt. The two bodies are already cold. What the fuck? No way. No way. That's awful.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked. No. Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they.
Aww.
Not out here in the wind and the cold. I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Fucking hell. I do not know, though, that I still understand that reasoning. Like, I do not know how they figure it would be better to die out in the cold than to... I don't know. I don't know. I can't pretend to understand. There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? If only we'd had a chance to talk things over, but it's too late now. Too late by far. A way forward. Oh. He's not forgotten his duty. We have already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come.